I think everything is up and ready. Uh, Everything looks normal. YouTube chat is just gonna be a little bit weird because I still haven't fixed it, so it shows up on the stream. But I do have it pulled up beside there, and I see that Frozen Felt is already here. So welcome to my annual ranking of all the romance slash slice of life manga that I've read through. This is like not all of them because I was trying to get to some of the names, but some of them I just could not find them again. And this was before I started like actually taking note of which ones I've read. So, disorganized. But as you can see, we have already listed like our last 4 tier list here. I thought this is going to be the fifth. Yeah, this is the fifth year. Yippee! This is the fifth year doing this. This is relatively ABC order. Like I grouped them in 4 at a time, and then they shuffled then. So it's still gonna be a little bit of a mess. But we have, I forgot what was the total number, like 90 or something like that. You have a chat. Yeah, I do have a chat, but the chat does not show up for YouTube because I have not fixed it. But for Twitch, it does show up, so there's that incentive. But I could still see y'all's typing into the right, how do I live like this? Very poorly. Like, I just, I save it to a website that has all my reading logs, right? However, earlier this year, that website went kaboom, and before, I imported as much as I could. However, there's some things where I haven't, like, documented yet, but it is on my phone. However, my phone then went kaput, so, I have to try to rescue it from there and just by memory from there, because, I couldn't really get access to that phone anymore, so I can't really get access to the things I was reading. So a lot of these are going to be like, oh, I've started reading this, but then I just have not finished it because I just kind of lost what they were until right now, and I decided I really need to try to find them to put them on this list. You have like 5 websites are big enough not to go down. It's okay. So the website it's not that the website necessarily went down. It's that the website decided to change hosts because the way they built the website previously was pretty like shoddy in a way where they wanted to save on bandwidth by loading the entire chapter all at once rather than one page at a time, which was incredible for me because I am very distracted easily. So I'm like, I read a page, I get a message, I type, I respond, do other stuff, and then go back to reading, and it's like, oh, I'm on the same page. But now on the new host that they have, and so since it loads everything all at once, like if I go back to the web page and it's been long enough, since it's on mobile, it'll be like, oh yeah, it's just reload the web page and you lost the page you're at. And so like it was like they gave us like 2 weeks head notice in order to move things, and I did move things, but I still didn't like saved it to my account. I just had the tabs open because I'm a tabs monster. Oh my goodness. I forgot I actually added a thingy, McBob. But thank you, Ame, for the raid. How was stream? I hope everything ended off really nice and well. I've just been kind of rambling a bit because I have been exposing how disorganized I am about keeping track about everything that I read, and I still have not fixed the YouTube chat, but and okay, so another thing is that what I've also found out is that the really dumb way that I have made it, because you know how I have like CSS'd my thing, but because I wanted the colors to copy from whatever you choose on Twitch onto here, I have it so that like, oh, you could copy the color, like Long May is always going to be blue, but then I accidentally forgot to add in if they did choose a color to also have them show up. So even though you say wait, it's not going to show up here sadly until you like pick a color, and there's that. Oh, another raid. Galford Alfred, thank you for the raid. I've been just rambling and rambling. Hiss. Hopefully that means everything went good with your stream as well, but unless you pick a color and pray. Yippee. But as you can see over here, there's quite a list to get through, and well, I like honestly I haven't read that many new mangas, so I decided to spice things up and put some of the old movies that I know I've watched, because I wanted to at least add a bit more to the list. I remember last year I only had like 3 new things, so it was just like a lot of repeats, but my feelings have changed a lot depending on it. Yeah, I told you this is like a really good comprehensive list, you know? This is like things that people have heard of, things that people haven't heard of. And I just like go one by one to try to talk a little bit about each. I don't know whether I want to do a spoiler-free stream or not, because there's some things I do want to talk about when I get to it, but also I probably should not. Probably should talk generally. Yeah, that's probably it. And then as you can see on the top left, these are the previous 4 years. This is the tier list that I have. And I was going to like take a quick look at them, see what the hell I was thinking or not at near the end. But, oh, I just realized it was Gunbound music. I really like this. As someone who's never seen any of these, will this be correct opinion tier list? Oh, absolutely not. There's going to be some heating, flaming stuff right here, because there's some pretty popular series that I did not care for at all, and some so there's that. But Hit Mike is not Slice of Life. I'm sorry. This is for Slice of Life. Hit Mike is battle shonen, slash joke, but but also I have, you know, I still need to collect my feelings of everything. It could be only FPM, all right? I'll give you that. FPM, I'll just say FPM plus A. Everything else is less than that. Because come on, if you're gonna be real, FPM is the closest to Slice of Life we're gonna get. Everything is so serious. As someone who's never seen blah blah blah. Even with free spoilers, you say? Oh, free spoilers? No. Taking notes with my fellow sad anime enjoyers. DOD is right. You know what? I would say you're right, but then I forgot about Seto, and that is not Slice of Life. So, Seto's Saya. It's just the. You know what? If we count chapter 12, it will go in the yes, okay? But that's just between you and me. But all right. You know what? Heck it. He said, oh yeah. I guess this is probably the best time to start. Well, let me pull up the my folder which has all the names, because I'm not gonna remember a lot of them off the top of my head unless like this one, A Couple of Cuckoos, says it right in the top right there. Okay, so this one, I have not watched the anime. I know it came out last year. I've read the manga, so I'm like, what's the point, you know? But I also stopped reading the manga around like 80 chapters. No, it was like 100 something chapters in. Mainly because I was like, I'm not really interested in it anymore. But it was pretty good up until then, you know? Like, it's a bit of a generic horror mystic manga, you know? You have your main protag, wet noodle type guy, and a bunch of like female options, you know. I think it was at 3. No, yeah, 3 female protagonists in this one, but they had pretty good personalities between all of them, you know, good character dynamics with the main character, but it was a bit cookie cutter to say the least. You know what, cookie cutters probably B. C is like I could leave it, you know. D is like I don't like it. A is like I would recommend to people who don't know it to read it. S is like, oh, these are like my favorite, you know. I should move this folder to another place so that I could read chat. I put it right over chat. Will any of the protags not be wet noodle this tier list? You know what? Surprisingly, there are some pretty not wet noodles. You know, like you know what? I'll just start with a very not wet noodle. I mean, which one's not a wet noodle? Not wet noodle. Blah 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 blah. Whatever. No, I'll just go. I am scattered. Next one, a paper plane with you. This one was, I'm pretty sure, like super short. I think it was like only 12 chapters. Very low to the ground. Very like no drama really. My man David. Oh yeah, I put this here last year because, like I said last year, I really did not consume a lot of anime and manga. So I'm like, you know what? I did consume Edge Runner, so might as well put. I mean, if the ending is anything, it's definitely, even though it's really more of a shonen, but like, come on, the ending though, like, it's just everything that was, you know, it's a good payoff for what I'm looking for. So I just added it to my list. It's my list. I don't care. You know, I should have really fixed the YouTube chat to clear up there so it's not so empty. No. But Pepper Playing With You, it's pretty good, but you know, it does not have like the best of hook. It's just like a short feel good read. It might be the bottom of B or top of C. I might make it a top of C right there. Things might change as I go and I get a better handle of what are some of these things. And okay, for the next one I have to do a quick Google search because I don't really remember it that well. Let's see. Oh, this is not right. This is right. Oh, okay. Let's see if this has a. Okay, this does have an English translation, but it's because right here I have it down as a Akuyaku Uji wa Koi ga Dekinai, but apparently they have finally updated with like an English name is The Villain's Prince Can't Be in Love. Also a very short series. From what I remember, it was pretty funny. You know, it's mostly like not a serious drama at all, and kind of plays on the fact that how you expect how the main character acts is like totally the opposite of how it would be, and like, you know, people failing and a lot and stuff like that. I don't, since it did, you know what, this might, oh, this is that let's, you know, I'll put this bottom of B tier probably. I still remember bits of it, but you know what, if B tier is I would somewhat recommend, I'd probably put it in C. This is probably going to be a more heavy C tier tier list. The year of 2025, this is the year of me becoming cynical, apparently. I want all the MCs described in terms of noodles. Okay, so wet noodle, you know, a decently cooked ramen, like a cup of noodle, fine, cup of noodle. These are like bow ties. This one's for like bow ties, where it's like, oh, you think it's fancy, and you eat it, and it's just noodles still, you know? Like, people are like, oh, but, you know, different noodles get sauces differently, but, like, in the end, it's noodle. I don't care. It's all noodle. You can be fancy if you want, but no. Noodle. Okay, this one is relatively new one. I've only read a handful of chapters, so I don't know if I could really judge it as well, but and I know this one is really popular in the anime side because a bit after I read the manga, or started reading the manga, the anime came out. If David was noodle, he would be a box of spaghetti that was factory defect and was just all one big hard noodle. Noodle. It's noodle, but like 17 O's in a row. That's what it is. Is this me or the audio wonky? What way is the audio wonky? If it's cutting in and out, it's probably not. And if that is the case, I should probably move my mic a bit closer and stuff like that, in order for it to like not be wonky. If it's the background noise, I could probably edit it. But if it's the music, it's like 8-bit. Oh, audio is wonky. Peaks really easily. I think that's just that I'm kind of loud. It's buzzy. Oh no. Maybe if I turn down my audio output so that it doesn't constantly peak, it won't be as buzzy. If not, then maybe it is just it's in the lows. What do you mean it's in the lows? I'm more of a Home Depot type of person. But yeah, let's see if like me turning down the audio mixers, there's parts that just cut off. Okay, let me double check with something. You know what, let's just bada bing bada boom. Hopefully this fixes it. If not, I am kind of lost, and this is gonna be the scuffest stream of all time. Let's go. Let's see. Where was it? This is gonna take forever. It's also pretty rough delay, but that might just be you. Maybe. Let's see. So this is I believe Ayla sometimes hides her feelings in Russian. There we go. It was showed pretty good, but kind of gave me a bit of B tier vibes. Probably an easy recommend for people who like where's Ender's picture? I don't know. Shrug. Next, so there's that. But admittedly, I have not consumed enough of this media to make an accurate assessment. This is mostly just because from what I've read, it's still pretty good, but I haven't read a lot. So, but Angel Beats I have completed, and I'll put it in A tier because you know me, I love my sad animes, and this one could get pretty sad at times. It's just honestly kind of like when I first watched it, I was a bit of a whiplash because I was told the premise by a friend, and we basically made a deal where I was like, all right, I'll watch this anime if you watch one of mine. And they're just like, oh, it's like it's war stuff, but like also feely. And like all the feely stuff was like, ooh, chef kiss. But then like all the things with the guns and stuff where it's just like, you know, if they just had the other stuff, it would be also really cool. But I like it as the stage in order to encompass everything else. So I will still put it in the A tier. Probably near the top of A. It's pretty good. Now, Anohana, on the other hand, is easily an S tier. Again, I love me some sad animes. And this is clear. There's going to be a lot right here. But other than sad animes, this is also going to be filled with a bunch of stilly anime. But let's see. What's the next one? Aoharu Ride. This is more of a drama or romance, because there's like one of 3 categories a lot of these go into. It's either like it's a jokey type, it's like, you know, I guess like harem-esque type. I don't know how to describe that genre, where it's just like, oh, it's about the character interactions and they're like cute and funny or whatever. And then there's like the drama ones where it's just all like, I love you. No, I love you. I think there's Buzz. Yeah, there's. I honestly don't know whether, you know, the Buzz is my voice and not the music, right? Just double checking. Let's go like this so I could like lean into my mic a little bit more. But let me see. You know what? Let me advanced properties, my voice, monitor only, mute output maybe. I don't want to mess with this. Okay, this is so dumb. I'm so brain cellless. Why do I do this to myself? Oh no, okay, I'm back. I am back. Monitor and output. I still don't like hearing myself. Okay. I think I'd better now. Music just loud. Is it still loud? Is the music still loud? I think music is quiet. Music is fine now. Okay. All right. I'm gonna not be able to monitor anything because I don't know why making it so that I could monitor myself fix the audio issues, but it did. So I'm gonna just put all of my computer audio straight into my ears all the way down, so I do not get an aneurysm hearing my voice boom into my ears. Turn it up in case it's just me. Music is good. Okay. Oh, there's music. I have the music pretty down. I don't know what to really say. Y'all just yell into the void while I talk about this more, and then I'll come back to it. Anyways, this probably gets a high B tier. It's a pretty good and easy drama to get into. You know, high school love, all that shebang, classic manga romance and stuff. I need to really get ahead on, or else I'm not gonna finish this list anytime soon. Bloom Into You, B tier above Isla, because I haven't read Isla that much. This one is also pretty funny about people trying to figure out themselves. Very about how personal growth and stuff. We've got noodle descriptions. This noodle is let's see, what's a basic but good noodle? It's what's a noodle that's the center point of a dish? You know, it's macaroni. Anytime you have macaroni, you don't call it pasta, you call it macaroni. And definitely the main character gives that it's a macaroni vibe. These two lovely, since there's no male protag, because it's about two ladies right here. Let's see. What is pasta but is not pasta? You know, it's rice noodle. It's like any other pasta, but instead of like being flour or some stuff, it's like rice flour, you know? That's perfect. Anohana is like spaghetti noodle that was soaked in tears. Anohana is like a pasta that has been seasoned very heavily, however, like with salt. However, you love salt, and for some reason, like really salty pasta really hits the mark. And angel beats. Let's see, what is angel beats? Angel beats is like how if you make spaghetti, but you're like one of those people like me who likes to put a bunch of crushed red pepper flakes into the spaghetti sauce, because the spicy spaghetti is actually a pretty good spaghetti. Zucchini noodle? Me F. Hopefully that's crushed red peppers into spaghetti sauce, or I don't know what that miaf is too. But next up, childhood friendship is hard. Easy A tier. Pretty good, pretty nice. Very short. I think it had like only 3 chapters. It was like sort of a one shot that spinned off into like 2 other chapters, and it was like, oh, this is a lovely little read, a little side quest, if you will. So I started, was like, you know what? Let's go do it. Uh, so it's all oh, probably when solo healing and more of rivals. Yeah. Other than that, no. What is this next one? Oh, Clan Ad. Oh yeah. Definitely. Probably near. I'm probably gonna use this as like a gatekeeper from A to S, because S is something I would go back over and over and over again just to watch. A is like I'd read or watch it like once, twice, maybe thrice, and that isn't over and over and over. Some of these I am very unwell, and instead of like reading something new, something exciting, I'm just like, what if I just read the same old things and still feel the exact same thing? Cough, cough. You have no idea what I'm about to get into later on. But, you know what? Planet easily goes in here. It was better in the VN. You know what? Then I might like mess with that then, because if you say it's better in the VN, then like it probably might be something I go back and watch, and I might experience it that way then, with After Story S without A. Oh, definitely. That's why I say it's like the borderline, you know, because I want to keep the S tier relatively like low on titles, because I have a lot of them, so I'd probably use this as like, if I think it's better than Clanad, it's S. If not, it's A. This is like the tiebreaker, if you will. Get all the roots in the VN. Oh, when I do get the manga panel tier list. Oh, you get that when we get through FPM and potentially others, because I don't know how much they're gonna appear in the other one, because I have to read all that's out in order to do it. Okay. And also we're gonna have to get the entirety of what we have to catch up, because last time I think it was just FPM, and then we have like the entirety of like DOD and TDD. So shrug, I don't know, we have to work on that. Next up, Crazy Food Truck. This was a freaking riot. I was like, okay, the premise, you know, you got this guy, he has a food truck. It's also like a tank as well. You know, he's running away from the government and stuff, but he really wants to run a food truck as like kind of his dream to do. And you know, he picks up a fugitive, and they have to like run away from the government and stuff, but also like they kind of fall in love with each other as well. So like, you know, it definitely aids here. I really like this one. More than Angel Beats. You know what? Yeah, More Than Angel Beats. It is one of the more wackier ones, and you know, it's just funny. I like funny. It's a bada bing, bada boom. Oh, Copram's Bride. This is super high. This is way more chill. Like, this is way more slice of life. You know, you've got more of a trendy person with more of a traditional coppersmith type beat. You know, they you know, they're together from the very start. They're going on their lives about how to be together and all that stuff. You know, dealing with family and each other, growing as individuals. Really chill, really sweet, really chef's kiss. 8. Edge Runners, phenomenal series. Actually, I'll put it lower than Crazy Food Truck, because I mean, don't get me wrong, A tier, I really like 8. A tier is a really good tier to be in, you know. But you know what? This is, you know what? I'm gonna go back at the end, reorder things as I will. Edge Runners is really good. This is still on the top half of A tier. Right now, it seems like it's in the middle to bottom, but there's going to be a lot more over here. Trust me. And talking about filling some of the other tiers, Daytime Shooting Star kind of made me feel really weird. I might put it towards D. It's just, it kind of made me feel weird. Uh, but Nagatoro. Okay, for people who know about Nagatoro, like the first like 2 episodes slash 3 chapters or so is completely different tonally to like the rest of the story, which also ended this year, which sad because cute relationship shenanigans and stuff, but like like this is one where I have to be like, you gotta trust me on this, right? The first 2 episodes, that's first three like chapters are not indicative of the entirety of the tone of the story, because they were really mean at the beginning, like you're like, oh my god. But if things mellow out, things become nice, they improve each other, the author begins to like actually find a footing. Oh shoot. uh Thank you for the follow, Orkry. uh this is gonna be yeah. Thank you for the follow. Smiles. Uh I pretty much couldn't hear a lot of the fanfare, but what if I see little things? Oh, no, another one. Thank you for no longer being lonely, Galford G Alpha. My tagline came from the fact that my first couple streams have been just a Valentine's one, because I was just like, you know what, might as well. And so that's, and you know what, I'm just gonna keep rolling with that for the entirety of the time. So congratulations. I was always following. Yep. Understandable, love. Yeah, okay, I believe you. Next up. Fruits. Oh, Fruits Basket is another planet. You know what? 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 Oh, you know what? You know what? You know what? Never mind. I think Fruits Basket's gonna be the tiebreaker. I think Fruits Basket's gonna be the tiebreaker for A and S tier. I think I like it a little bit more than Clanhead. Let's see. There's that. I'm watching. You're watching me. What do you mean you're watching me? You on twitch.tv/Omega Anti question mark. Fruits better be up. Of course it's up. That's why I said I think it's gonna be the tiebreaker, so there's that. Okay. This one I actually have a lot to talk about. I think it finally got a localized name of It Takes Two or something like that, but Japanese name I have it written down over here. It's like Utari Ashita mo Sorenarini. This series goes so gosh dang hard. It's above Anohana. I love this series right here. It Takes Two Together Too, I think, is the localized name. I have to go back. I haven't, like I said, I'm really disorganized. I have not updated this list with localized names. I remember coming across this when it was publishing. I was reading it, and then like literally when I caught up with the series, it was like 3 chapters away from the ending, and I was like, gasp, heartbroken. Delay. But this series has been in like the S tier the entire time I've been doing this. Like, oh my god. Even though I'm like been gushing about how amazing this series is, I have to be completely honest. Genkan Shoujo Nozaki-kun probably gonna be at the top of the S tier list for the rest of the stream, because this is literally one of the most funny mangas I've ever read, period. I have reread this so many times. It's peak. I can't tell you, it's just peak. And this is probably the one I recommend the most. It's For Coma. Every single main character in here is so interesting and so hilarious. I cannot recommend this enough. Okay, next one. Let's see. Next one is Higanai. I don't have many friends. Not indicative of me, because oh my god, too many. But this is a pretty good series. Probably goes into the multiple of interest group of stories where it's like Yeah, one absolute wet noodle of a main character, you know, a little bit edgy, you know, rough around the edges, but like he puts up that attitude in order to protect others. He's a sweetheart, really awkward. I mean, this is about a bunch of people who have trouble making friends, being friends with each other. This is probably going to be one of the gatekeepers of B tier. If it's better than this and like maybe a handful of other series, it goes above the B tier into A. This one dropped a bunch of chapters recently that I have not caught up with. I should catch up. I have not. Heroic Complex is really I keep how can we there's some noodles that have rough edges. Think about ravioli. You know, the way that they like trim it, it has like it's all a little spiky on the outside, but it's a little packet full of good things. Just like, you know what? The character is ravioli. Smart. And you know, a lot of pasta does have ridges, so shrug. Lasagna is a noodle. A lasagna is a noodle. That would be like for a character with a lot of layers to them. I've sliced myself on it. You sliced yourself on lasagna. You know what? Fair enough. Very sharp noodle. Let's go with Heroic Complex. The premise is pretty funny, you know. It is like, you know, a world with like superheroes and villains and stuff. Guy becomes magic girl while the girl becomes like super edgy, night, demon killer-esque, and you know. And then they know each other in real life and they're like, oh yeah, we're pretty cool and blah, blah, blah. But they don't know each other's secret identities and stuff. And they're like, man, I wish I were them. Man, I wish I were them. And they're like, oh, yeah, blah, blah, you know, pretty good beats here. Okay. Drink break. All right. Now that I have drunk my drink, because I have been yapping, let's continue on this list with Hebe Chocho. Really cute series. Definitely belongs in the B tier. Probably I liked it better than Alhara Ride, honestly. And do I like? You know what? Yeah. No. Uh, it's still gonna be the gatekeeper for now. Haganai. Oh, another one that is really good. Hitomi-chan is Shy with Strangers. I feel like I've been almost caught up with it. Maybe the last 2 weeks I might have missed a couple chapters because of phone problems, but it seems like it's gonna wrap up soon. It is pretty decent, pretty wholesome. A little bit of the edgy side because you know it just is, but it's definitely one of the better ones. Main characters are pretty funny. He's kind of the wettest noodle, but like it's a wet noodle that you dry up later, you know? So like later he gets really good. And you know what? For that, I think it goes right there. It's pretty good up in the 8 tier. Probably would recommend to like people who are looking for something but not of that are as die hard fans. And I just realized I didn't really properly rate Nagatoro. I just talked about how, like, hear me out. But Nagatoro, okay. Let me think about how it ended. Let me think about how it's been. I'll put it in 8 tier this time. 8 tier's not bad. Next one is Hori Mia. Okay, this one is really funny because I read the entirety of the manga and then like the last chapter is released as like I was like reading it, and then the anime got announced and I was like, oh wow, what a crazy random happenstance. Never watched the anime, only seen like clips online or whatever because I read it. And then I hear a lot of stuff about like, oh wow, they just skipped like the majority of the manga. I'm like, oh wow, I'm glad I kind of didn't watch anime. And then the anime goes back to be like, oh yeah, let's give like a secret second season. There's just everything in between. And I was like, oh wow. But I'm just so glad that I like read the manga first, and I believe it's probably the best way to experience this series. Probably gonna be in like near the bottom of last year because there's a lot of good series, but this one's also really, really good, I will say. Now this one makes me feel really weird because I was just like, you know, I've seen a clip or two, whatever. It got me curious, and then I was like, oh no, I think I dropped in like 3 or 4 episodes. Soundtrack is amazing though. All right, I might have to go watch it then. I like a good soundtrack, but like I like read the whole thing and then it just came out, you know. I was getting a little bit of that fatigue. But you know, it's been a while. Might be the next way I like experience it. But this one is Higehiro after being rejected, just shaved and took it into high schooler. Made me feel weird. D tier. Oh, another D tier coming up. We're now filling the lower ones right in with this one, and that is, I believe, House of the Sun. Ooh. Probably this is probably one of the lower ones here. Oh, okay. This one I have to bring up in another tab real quick because this has a long name. Properties. Let's go. This one is called. I mean, the problem with this next one is, the first couple chapters got like translated. You know, it was never localized, and then the translator dropped it, and I was like, darn, I wanted to read more. Sad face. And this one is, I want to become better acquainted with the Kudere convenience store manager. Because like it never really got localized, that's why this one's like one of the few ones that's just a manga panel, because that's all they gave us. But it was pretty good. I would recommend it, but I can't really recommend it that well because I've only read like 4 chapters because nothing really released. Okay, next one is where is it? I get the feeling that Nobukuni-san likes me. This is definitely focused on the singular titular character and their feelings. Some things may hit with certain audiences, some things may not. I'd probably put this near the top of C because it's harder to recommend. It's pretty decent, but I've also haven't caught up with it because it's just like, oh, something that's even more interesting and whatever. No noodles in this dish. This is rice, I guess. Next up. I belong to the baddest girl in school. This one, okay. How would I describe the main character in Noodle? In Noodle, it is an undercooked spaghetti noodle, I would say. No, it can't be undercooked spaghetti noodle. Overcooked spaghetti noodle? Okay, it's like a spaghetti noodle, right? Where some parts, you know, I guess it is undercooked. Where like some parts, you know, regular spaghetti texture. Some parts are like marginally tougher spaghetti, which you don't understand how it unevenly cooked, but it did, because it's all in water. I don't know. You just kind of really messed up the spaghetti. Anyways, pretty good series. Probably, you know, near the top of A tier. Let's put it. Kimi no Todoke. I have not watched the anime because I read the manga, and holy boy, is the manga huge. Big. What's a really big spaghetti? Or a big noodle? Big noodle. What is? No. What is the widest noodle you could think of that is not lasagna? It cannot be lasagna. Wide noodles. You know what? Let me just search it up. Wide noodles. Let's see. It's like vermicelli, but instead of eating it long ways, you ate it wide ways. How about that? Like it's like other noodles, but then like for some reason it like when you try to poke it with the fork, like it like only pokes the wide way. You know, Alfredo might be a better answer, but I'll put this near top of B tier as well. Pretty solid series overall. Kaguya Love is War. I believe this ended last year when I was in my last tier list. And the ending is, well, pretty weird. Because for some reason, you know what? This has an excuse for why it's being over the top, but it's still like so over the top. I need to let this marinate. Because one thing I did find extremely funny is like specifically the narrator for the English anime rather than Japanese, because man, that voice actor is hilarious. I love their roles in other franchises and media, but like any other years I would probably give this S because it is one of the better ones. Really, it has really good character growth overall across all the characters. However, I don't know if I'm just kind of not feeling it anymore, you know? It's still pretty, I mean, it's so definitely better than B tier. I'm going to be completely honest. But, microwave noises. I'll put it here. I'll come back to it later. I'm nearly 30, but this is my first love. Very quaint series. Just has about two groups of people who start falling in love with each other, you know. This is like refreshing, like, oh, it's young love, but they're also really old. So, you know, you get some of the oh my god, the cute stuff. But then you also got the we are responsible adult stuff. And a mix of both is pretty good. A tier. This is like one of the things I was talking about early in the stream, where technically not a manga or whatever, but since I haven't really read that much and I have also failed to document a lot, I just decided to throw it in here just to fill out the list from last year. Really old. Oh, okay. Not really old. Because if that's really old, then like, you know, pot meat kettle-ish, sort of. But you know what I'm talking about. I'm not talking about granny old. I'm talking about, you know, getting our life together old. Like, you know, real stuff old. You know, insurance rates going down excites you type old. But Josie and the Tiger Fish. Really, I really, not S. Let's see, you know, right there. Really good series, or really good movie, I should say. That's the only way I've experienced this movie or this media. But if this was a noodle, this would be what kind of noodle is? What's a stubborn noodle? What's a noodle that doesn't like cook? It's free money. Why wouldn't you be excited? You know what? Well, it's like more of a, you know what? Fine. It's like, better, like you get a better interest rate on your savings account. Because it's like not money that, like free money that like you get like immediately. It's not like, oh, I get $3,000 right away, but it's like it's spiral noodles. I don't know. I don't think it's stubborn enough. You need a good stubborn noodle. It's a good. You know what? I should really bring up another web page with typed noodles, so I'm not stuck here, trying to figure this out. Still in the top pocket TCG category. Oh, am I? What is the title at least changed? Because it's in here. It says the category is just chatting. That's weird. Wait, JK. Okay. I don't know. You're throwing. Okay. Yeah, we're just trying to figure out types of noodles in order to compare all these main characters like. And I just no, it's perfect. These are like the clamshell noodles. Those are pretty stubborn. Didn't refresh. Oh, a Mao. No, let's see. So that's a stubborn noodle. So there's that. Let's see what is next. I don't recognize it off the brim, and I don't recognize the title off the brim. So I'm gonna have to put this into the web machine and figure out what the heck this series is. Oh, wait. This has so many chapters now. What the heck? Okay. So this series is let's see. The title is Kimi wa Yakamashi Tojite yo Uchi o. It's about like a deaf person who transfers and a guy who believes he could read like sign language and stuff, but actually is just a whole word of BS right there. And it was a pretty funny series, but the last time I checked up on it, it was like 7 chapters in and the translator dropped it. So I guess I forgot about it, but it was like pretty near when last year when I was going to stream. So I guess by now I just checked up back on it and it already has like 48 chapters. So I'm like, oh, that's a lot of chapters that kind of dropped all at once, you know? I kind of want to catch up with because I remember it being pretty good. Easy. Ooh, this is actually not easy. B tier. Pretty high B tier. I like it. Ooh, okay. So this is one that I kind of wanted to talk about because this like it just like actual weeks ago. Komi-san wants to communicate manga actually ended at chapter 499. Let me get a sip. Ooh, that was my. I am not used to, I guess, yapping on and on and on. But this series, 499 chapters, just ended, and it kind of like it's weird. It had a lot of loose ends. It ended It felt like kind of rushed, but like also in a way, like the author kind of dragged it on and on and on. Trying to figure out how I feel about Kumi-san, because the beginning chapters are just so good, right? Like, but it like it was like oh, it's like the whole we're so back at Jover, let's freaking go. It has lots of ups and downs, and usually it would probably get that like throughout the 4 years they could jump from like S to A to S to A because it was like we're so back it's Jover, heck yeah, uh uh and that. But after everything is said and done, it might be the new gatekeeper to S tier. I don't know how I feel about it. If I put, it's definitely better than Love is War. Is it better than Horimiya? No, it's the gatekeeper. It's A tier. People are in shambles. But let's continue on with the list. Next up is Kazumi-kun, Can't You Read the Room? About, okay, what is the most emptiest of pasta? Uh, like pasta where you eat pasta but you feel like you've eaten nothing. Uh, Emptiest pasta. What is an empty pasta? That feels like you eat nothing because there is no brain cells in there. But Webby can't round. But wait, the full tier list. Don't worry. Okay, don't worry. I will send you the full tier list. Things are kind of mixing up this year, and it's reflecting about how things are. Things are changing. Things might be criminal. You know, maybe a little bit war crime here too. There's not a lot of new series here, so I decided to put some movies in there that I know I watched. But trying to figure out what's a very empty pasta that you feel like you can eat so much of, but feel nothing, like absolutely nothing about. You know what? I would just go with angel hair, because that seems like a very thin pasta. Anyways, I've been rambling about pasta too much. Pretty good series. Main character likes birds. That's a plus for me. It's not a good tier list if it's not spicy. No, that's true. Just like how I like my spaghetti with extra crushed red pepper flakes. I don't know why we hopped onto this pasta theme, but I'm gonna ride it out. There's still a lot to go. Like it better than that. Like it better than that. Like it better than that. Right here, perfectly snug in near the top of B. Let's see. Kurokiya-san wants to lead him around by the nose. This is a little bit of a funny, silly one, but here, right under eyelid. It's just like gag manga, teasing stuff like that. Now, oh, okay. This next one is March comes in like a lion. Less focused about the romance, a part of it, like a lot of it. A lot of it's like the competition, blah blah blah. Character growth, really good series. I'll probably put it somewhere in the bottom of eight tier. Ask what your romance credentials are to be making such ratings. Wouldn't you like to know, Weather Boy? Also, I've been making these tier lists for this is my 5th year. So I just like talking a lot. I don't have any credentials. I stole it. I'm not forklift certified. I'm sorry to tell you that. However, one thing I am certified tell you about is Lovely Complex, which is, you know what, better than Horimiya. I will say this right now. This is like also one of the older animes that exist. I believe the anime is in like 4:3 aspect ratio still. If you like old school anime, you're gonna like this. And I really do like how the characters are, but just like with some of the older animes, they really pipe up the melodrama, a lot of it. But you know what? I like it. How do you log in? Honestly, I don't really log in. I was trying to log into my Twitch in order to like to have it like still here and stuff, like reading it and not just off of OBS. But then it was like, oh yeah, you have to two-factor authenticate this, and then I was like, oh, I don't have the device to authenticate right now, charge. So I guess I'm just going off of OBS. So that's what I'm doing. I am not certified. The only thing I'm certified is to be still. But yeah, where was I? Lovely Complex, amazing series. Michael Yeah, does it go above? I know. Wait, why can't I? Why can I? Uh, uh, there we go. I don't know what was wrong with it. Above Anoha. It's a really do recommend. Next up, next up. Oh, Magical Senpai. If this is like comedy slash muddish, not my cup of tea. Also, not absolutely disastrous. So probably near the bottomless tea. If you are into those series, then you like it. It's just whatever. Next up, what is this? Mates. Now that is a series and a half. Also, this is like probably like 2010. Oh! I see fireworks. Who is also? Thank you, BBY Alexis, for following. Hopefully you stay here for the rest of the list. We're probably around halfway done by now. I've been just absolutely yapping. This is not where Maid Sama goes. That would be very scandalous because it's a pretty solid series. I think it was like it's one of the like older ones to say, but it's also pretty good. Above Edge Runners, below Crazy Food Truck. Okay, this one was one I ranted a lot about last year because it's more than married couple but not lovers, because this was like around on social media a lot, and god damn, I hate this series so much. Like every single second of this series just exudes, please buy our merchandise, it's cute. Like buy the merchandise, we are marketable, buy our merchandise, there's no substance, buy our merchandise. I'm just like, I don't like this, get me out of here. And I don't know why I was stubborn, like, you know what, everyone's posting about this, I will go through and watch this. And then I dropped it like halfway through because I'm like, this is making my head so much emptier than I liked it to be. These made me feel weird. So top of D tier, I do not like. However, a series I do absolutely like is My Love Story. Absolutely great manga. Like, ooh, this goes pretty high. This, you know what? I might want to reread it again soon now that I'm thinking back on it, because it was really good. Main character just chef kiss, you know? And it's just like, it's really good about personal growth. I'll put it right here. It is really. Not my cup of tea. It took way longer for me to drop it because I was just like, I'll give something a try. But this is what did they localize it as? Because they localized it to something else because it's no longer they no longer use slave for the word. They use something else. But you know, it really just is just a bunch of like what is it, softcore, I think is what they call it, but just like not my ideal. I need substance. But I also needed to fill up this list, and I will have Nanhao and Shang Feng on this list because, well, it is comedy first, but the whole sort of premise of it is about this guy and the other girl being like oh, he likes her and stuff, and then they're just so over the top funny. You've probably seen a bunch of like panels of this on the internet because of how funny it is. But is, you know what, might be bottom master. It's really great. Have not caught up to it recently though. I need to do that. Nisekoi. This arguably is like the ground zero for this genre of romance slice of life anime type beat. You have the noodle, like the first noodle if you will. Like the noodle which every other noodle is based off of. However, like in the beginning, it's like, ooh, I actually like this one, but then it gets so off the wall, and then they just kind of introduce more characters for no reason. I feel because they're like, we want to have different ways that these characters interact with each other, and I'm like, I kind of don't like these one note characters as much. They should have just kept it to like the first three or whatever. But you know, different people like different stuff. There's that. However, it is also not a bad manga, and it's definitely not subpar. So it throws somewhere on the B tier. For its history, I think I'll put it above it. Now, this one is My New Wife is Forcing Herself to Smile. This is a comedy period piece type deal where, like, yeah, you know, she's just trying to hold back, like, trying not to smile because she's holding back about how much love she is with him. And, you know, he's trying to do all the impressing stuff, but then no matter what he does, she's always gonna love him. It's pretty good, pretty funny, pretty low stakes, pretty bottom mid of B tier. Uh, B tier. Ooh, Snafu. My Team romantic comedy. My one problem is, you know, you have main character, two female lead. The female lead I wanted to win that was never gonna win did not win, and I was in shambles. It's also pretty good, easy to recommend, better, and like solid overall. You know, main character a bit of the edgy, rough type. You know, doesn't care what other people think of him, but loves his friend so much that he's willing to do anything. Uh, mm, 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 right there. That seems like a perfectly nice spot. And next one is My Dressed Up Darling. The actual romantic part of this anime is really, and I also do like how much the two main characters grows as individuals throughout this. It has pretty compelling stories, really good side characters too. It likes to go off in a lot of tangent. What? And sometimes the tangents are like not the easiest to read because they really are just tangents in the end of things. But I like the story overall. New Gatekeeper, uh, S tier, Gatekeeper, S tier, bottom of S tier. Oh Maiden. This is probably somewhere in B tier. You know, personal growth type B, lots of complicated feelings. I'll put it here. It's fine. Now, okay, this one, admittedly, I have not been reading the last like 6 months. I don't know why. I should. I love the series. It was really good. I just have been so sidetracked off of it because I am a little bit crazy like that. Or are you? Please go home, Akutsu. This goes in the hear me out category because it kind of starts in often a similar beat as why am I blanking on the name? It's been I've been yapping so long and nonstop. Nagatoro, there we go. But is also genuinely a pretty good series later on as they figure out their feelings, they grow, blah blah blah. You know, regular ass slice of life shenanigans. And why are all the ones I know in A tier? I demand they be in F. Because the S tier is really, really, really gatekeeping. Like, normally these would probably be in S tiers at all, but I'm trying to keep this at like less than 10, I would say. Like these would be like probably top 10 right here. And right now I'm already at 7, so things have to go on A tier. But Akutsu-san, you know what? If I like it like Nagatoro, like it more than Nagatoro, like it more than Edge Runners. I don't like, you know, I like it more than Crazy Food Truck, less than Love is War. These would ease these, like I would say the border for things I really like, so it's around at Nagatoro. These are phenomenal. These are just have the extra edge. I'm trying to keep the S as little as possible. But let's keep on going with, let's see. Oh My Sweet Alien. This is a mini series about, you know, someone falls in love with an alien. They grow to have the family. You know, it's all pretty sweet and stuff. Everyone's is so accepting. However, it's a bit cookie cutter. It's somewhere in the B tier. B tier is here. Not much to talk about for that one, honestly. One Week Friends is an interesting tale. As kind of the title says, you know, this person can only have like memories up to 1 week, and you know, because of that, they kind of distance themselves to making connections. But this guy just really wants to, like, you know, they're like be their friends, and they try to do things to have them remember. They grow, blah blah blah. Face trauma, pretty good. High B tier, high B tier, high B tier, high B tier. Might be the new gatekeeper to A tier, honestly. Ooh, Bunny Girl Senpai. Admitted, okay, for this, I've only watched the first season and the first movie. I know there's other movies. I have to get to them. I'm watching with a friend. Scheduling is hard. But based off the first two, this also goes into the S tier as well, right? And it's hard because now they, okay, do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Two more S tiers. Let's see. Oh, this is gonna be hard to put up in there. I see a couples that should go to S tier, but might not actually get it this time around. The next one is a really great series, Okami Shonen wa Kyomo Uso o Kasaneru. Uh, the main three characters are all very enticing. I've read this multiple times. Really, probably top of 8, near the top of 8 here. Better than Coppersmith Bride. Planet and Fruits Back. This is where it gets tough, because those two are so phenomenal, and Comey is also phenomenal. Comey's has its up and downs, but is, you know what? It goes, it's better than a lot of these other ones. And oh, looking back, Love and War being this low is not right. Buff, Josie. Nah, My Love Story is just better. Damn. Okay, next one is Pseudo Harem. I have not watched the anime. Just as a warning for this, because I know that an anime came out recently, and I know it did pretty well. I've read the first, I don't know how many, I think like 20 chapters of the manga or something like that. Honestly, something I need to read a bit more in order to make a sound judgment. It was pretty good overall. Probably could recommend to others. However, it is probably made it this year. Let's congratulations. We're probably a little bit more than halfway through the list. Uh, but yeah, this is where this pseudo harm comes into, and the next one is, oh, this, I don't know how I'm gonna pronounce this. Properties. Okay, let's go to Osana Najimi ga Hisabisa ni Saikai, Chitara, Otagi, uh, Kyonyu ni Nateta. Ooh, I butchered this series so gosh dang hard. But it is also pretty decent. Someone moves away when they're young, comes back, childhood friends. Now they're adults. Now they're actually adulting. They get together, you know the deal. And it is decent overall. Good B tier fuel right here. B tier fuel. B tier here. Say I love. This is also one of the more serious side, like heavy drama, slice of life shoujo. You know the deal. Ooh. Uh, I remember when I first read this, I was like, "Ooh, this is pretty good," and then it kind of went down and down for me. But you know what? I think low beats is probably. I mean, this is a pretty good series. I can recommend this to people if they like this genre. But you know, probably gonna be the top like around the 50% of B tier, I guess. No, I mean, if this is 50%, more like the 75th percentile, I guess. Oh, okay, okay. I have a lot to say about this because they have like, what was it? Yeah, like a webtoon or like a manhwa. Or I don't know what it is exactly, but it is for recovery of an MMO junkie. Watch the anime, read the first like 39 or so chapters that has been translated, and then they just drop the translating it altogether for no reason, or there's probably a reason, but they just dropped it and it's been literal years. I'm surprised no one has picked it up. I'm pretty sure it's probably forgotten in the wayside, never to be translated ever again. And then, like, the only thing I know is that they're like someone's just like, oh yeah, this is how it ends, and that's pretty much all I know about the series. Is they're about the webtoon, I think it is manhwa. I don't know what it is exactly. It is some sort of anime reading thing, but it is also absolutely phenomenal. I do like, for simplicity, I will just call it a manga. It's not a manga. Way better than the anime, but the anime is also absolutely incredible. Above Horimiya, above Anohana, above Lovely Complex. You know what? This is already probably getting really high up. 50. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Ooh. Do I want to break my 10 limit? No. I will see. Okay. Sakura-san Wants to Be Noticed is really good. I would highly recommend above. Okay. Let's go. Above Akuta for sure. I would recommend it above Love is War. I love Coppersmith Bride so much, but is it better or is it not? Uh, Better than My Love Story, IMO. Pretty short. I think this is around 23 to 25 chapters long. It's been a while since I've reread it. You know what? I'll stick it here. Coppersmith. Life. Okay. This one is a pretty popular one. A lot of people like this. I just couldn't get into it, you know? I don't think it's necessarily bad. It's not like disturbing or, you know what? Bottom of these better. Because these are just like, I absolutely hate them. Like I just get either disturbed, disgusted, like very much don't like. This is just like, not, just has, no matter what, it just was not my cup of tea. Apparently, this was like a really good one, but like I just could not get into it for the life of me. It was just not my jive. Next one is, what is next one? Oh, this one I have a lot to talk about. Shit, talk about. Science fell in love, so I try to prove it. Absolutely goddamn boring. God, the series has like one or two clips, and then that's it. I could not stand the main characters at all. D tier. Okay, this is on the better side of D tier. This is on the worst side of D tier. You know what? You know what? Just because of how much I don't like this one, I'm just gonna put it. I'll put it down. Yeah, I'll put it right there. Just, ooh. And again, like I said, this tier because I was honestly I should have probably prepared more, but then I had technical difficulties. I just decided, you know what? I have some movies I want to talk about. I watched in the past 2 years. I did not put on this list for some reason. Ride Your Wave being one of them, and it is also one of the sad people animes to watch. The way that they represent like grief is really good in this one, and honestly, what got me to watch it for in the first place is like that one scene where they eat the burger, and I was like, oh, I really like that how that animates. And then I forgot, oh, this is a movie, and I'm like, oh, it's a sad movie. I like sad movies for some reason. Uh, I'll put it in A tier. It is really, it is okay. This is pretty good, really good, absolutely excellent. So it's really good. It's so really, don't mix it up. This is gonna be a top heavy year, I believe. I thought I was cynical. I don't think I'm cynical anymore. Senko-san. This is certainly a series, low stakes, comfort. Not my favorite, not the easiest to recommend. However, it is at least it's not offensive. You could read it. I did read it. But the being right here, middle of B tier. What was this one? Recently, this world became mine only. This is one of the more adult themes of romance stuff, and the premise of it being like post-apocalyptic, like psychological thriller type deal, also made the whole thing really good. I would understand why some parts of this series kind of puts people off. Thank you for joining the stream for this long, at least. Just I'm perfectly fine with you lurking. Uh, Psychological thriller has adult themes. Ending is really confusing, honestly. Like, it's not confusing, but kind of comes out of left field. Like, you weren't really expecting how it's gonna end. And then it, like, kind of has, like, a tonal 180. I'll probably put this near the top of C here. I believe this is Moto Tagaki-san, which is the one where they're grown up and they have a kid. I like this one a lot. It is silly. It is funny. Children can be really funny too. Adult team. I'll put this here and then Tagaki-san proper under. I do like the grown-up version more. There is more silly shenanigans to be had. Next one is Sweetness and Lightning. Ooh. Oh, okay. Let me take a look at my list. Ooh, you know what? Do I go top 15? Can I fill 15? I could fill like 13 for sure. 14 maybe. You know what? I will I will reorganize this list, but I swear to you, SQ will be only 10 players. But I do really like Sweetness and Lightning. Less on the romance side, but really wholesome, really cute. You know what? I might knock it down because rereading it is just like a lot of it is just like just a cookbook. It is just a recipe and them explaining it. But the moments are so good. No, I'm bringing it back up. The moments are literally that good. Silver Spoon, also Silver Spoon, one of my probably favorite slice of life. Arakawa Sensei is phenomenal. Like banger after banger after banger. First Full Metal Alchemist, then this. Like you cannot lose. And I did reread this year, and it's one I can easily just come back to. It's so good. This one is called. I need the name of it. Soshi's Soyai. High school slice of life. Didn't get to finish all of it. Somewhat generic. Good characters. Uh, Good characters. They're all pretty unique, and the way they act are pretty good. This one is Mio Sotomura-san. This is one of the funnier, like more gaggy mangas that is in the uh in the genre here. Mm, since it's pretty good, it's B tier for sure. Uh, hmm, let's see. Do I feel? Yeah, you know what? This is a perfect place for it, actually. Ooh, this is a new one I actually read this year. It's what was it called? It's called Wet and Soap, and this is one of the also few hear me out stuff because it's like name very sus. It's because the guy isn't like in this like a designer for like soaps and fragrances and stuff. Okay, but it's hard to explain without it sounding really weird. But it is also really good and wholesome, more geared towards like they're grown ups. They got stuff figured out. They're figuring out their personal lives and their love and stuff like that. It is really good, really good, really good about here. I completely forgot about the noodles. What is a weird spunky noodle? This is rotini. Spiral shaped, tried colored. It's fun. It's silly. Silent void. Ooh, this one is. This is gonna be a tier filled. Nah. What? Hmm. I will move this to be the gatekeeper of B tier because I do think it is, and it is a really good one, but it is not like a lot of these edge it out. Just what? Actually, let's go with this. Yeah, actually, yeah, like that. Perfect. Okay. This one is one of my spicier takes for sure. For freaking sure. Tonkaku Kawaii. Lots of people absolutely love this series. There's so many clips online about it. A lot of people talk about it. It got me so like annoyed. I like watching this actively annoyed me. I hate this series so much. Only one character in this whole series is likable, and like they don't even get that much of a focus. Like, oh, there's so much I could rant about this. There is so much I could rant about this. I just won't. Let's see. This one is Yandere Kanojo. However, this is not like the regular Yandere stuff. This is like Yankee Dare, not like the whole killy like I want to kill you if because I love you type deal. It's like, oh, I'm a ruffian type beat. Ooh. It goes in C tier. It was a decent read, but I don't think I'll ever go back to it. Uh, and it's a kind of does show. It's not that refined, but you know what? It's not horrible. Tomo-chan is a girl. Is top of a is it's the next tier. I love this. I've read the manga so many times. I think last year the anime came out. Anime is pretty good. There's some jokes that have been cut and stuff. What a break. I was about to go on and coffee fit right there. I just rambled a lot, but okay, Tomo-chan anime really good. Manga so much better. There is a lot more hidden jokes around there because of how the four koma format exists, where each page actually has like a title for it, and like other than the jokes that they write in, the title in itself is usually also a punchline, which a lot of it gets missed in translation to the anime. Also, some parts have been cut for like a bit of modernization. Some parts, and then the others are just real. It's just so funny. It has to be in this one. That one has to stay in S tier. Let's see. This one was Dory Children. Yeah, that's it, well, a good thing about this one is that there is a lot of characters, so they jump from one to one to one to one. They have like a small core of main characters, but they have a lot of variety. However, some of them do kind of just miss as one note jokes, and then they use that one note over and over. Yeah, bottom eight. I'll put it, but it's still a really good one that I could recommend. Both anime and manga. Quintessential quintuplets. This one I have very complex, conflicting feelings for because I like picked it up right when they're in the final arc, and the final arc drags on so long. It felt so long, just reliving like the same 2 days over and over again. Like we're just like, wow, it, there is no change in setting. It just, and the fact that they have to focus on five main characters for the ending did not help it a lot. Because usually, like with such a large cast, at least they like cut it down to like two real contestants, and like they do little parts of the other ones. They're like, oh yeah, we acknowledge your fan. However, you know they're not gonna win. But they played it up like any one of these can actually win. So they all got so long of a focus and emphasis that it just kind of got really bogged down. But a lot of the series was also really good. It's a gatekeeper, I would say. It is easy to recommend. Uzaki 10. Oh, okay. Uzaki, the anime, I'd say after season 2 and after is really kind of hard to watch. I don't know. The manga is a bit easier because you control the pacing and whatever. The jokes land a bit better. It had a rough patch near the middle. It's been seeming to bounce back a bit now that they're in the stage that they're in the manga. However, I think it kind of had done some irreparable damage for me. Right there. Tor easy A tier, easy, pretty high. Phenomenal anime and manga, honestly. This is kind of like, honestly, this is kind of, it's like, how do I explain this without seeming so redundant? Because it's something like I explained with Nisekoi. A lot of like other slice of life romances kind of based themselves off of Toradora because it did it just so well. But others expanded it on it in a really good way that they become better. But a lot of it kind of has not. Kind of just is like an obelisk or a pillar to which a lot of series strive to try to be. So I do regard it very highly. Uh, this one is called "When Will Ayumu Make His Move?" Uh, I dropped this series about halfway. It's pretty good, but I just kind of, it kind of went into circles near the middle, and it not grab grab me as much anymore. But I will say it is solid, a bit too slow. Good if you like something nice and chill. This is just fan service, the series. This on the other hand, what is that? What is it called? It is called, or it the name of this. Is this a duplicate actually? Mm, no, 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 no. Well, this is gonna be so awkward if I can't find it in my list. It should. Oh, Kurikestan wants to lead him around the nose. No, that's not it. I already did. That's a different title. That's a different cup. Shoot. There is it. It should be in the bottom half because I imported it from the bottom half. Bada bing, bada. Oh, this is Tadama ni Toritai Kurokiya. I need to look this one up because I honestly don't remember. Which probably means it's probably going to be dropped around this D tier because it wasn't so bad that it disgusted me. Let's see. Oh yeah, this is. I only got like a couple chapters in, but it was decent. You know, you got the playful female lead, stone faced, hard noodle male lead. You know, straight edge to the comedy duo. Hey, where's the Usagi drop? Okay, okay. Usagi drop has always been on my list to watch. I've just kind of because there's a couple things on my list to watch, but I want to watch in a bit of a more special occasion than just to watch it. Like also very much missing on here is like Your Name, which is like one of the biggest ones that like it's a crime. Like how dare you have not watched it? I have not watched it. I don't really know what goes on in it. I'll know it's phenomenal, and I know that I want to save it for a very special occasion. Same thing for like Usagi, because you know sometimes you just need something as a backup in order to you're like, oh, there is not enough to consume. I need something to consume now, and I need a new sadness or a new romance or whatever. And then I just have all these saved as backup just in case, because I don't know, I'm weird. I do what I want. But I cannot recommend Your Name and Whether With You More. I know they are amazing. I am saving them for, especially Your Name. Your Name, I am saving for like the moment to watch. You know, like I know those are absolutely fantastic, and I've been getting to them slowly. Like I think the last few years is when I first watched things like Josie and like uh ride the waves or ride your waves and stuff, because I realized I've been saving way too many of these shows. I need to actually, or movies, I need to actually watch them, and I've been whittling them right down at that, but I just haven't yet. And the thing is, like right now I'm a little bit about shooting the gun for watching something like that, but I know in like a month and a half April's gonna come around, and spoilers, but I have a lot to talk about April. A lot to talk about April. Anyways, back on topic. This one, uh, probably it's better than C. These two give off very same vibes. I'll put them together. They kind of have the same sort of shtick, you know. Funny, loose cannon, straight edge male protagonist. Go Burr. It is silly. It is easy to read, easy to get through. However, it doesn't have as much substance as I would want. The girl I liked forgot her glass. I've admittedly only read up to like I think the first 50-ish chapters for these, and it was like right before it gets to like a major moment, and I don't know why I have not read it. I think something just distracted me, and it's just hard to get back right into the middle of like a very big moment. However, it is also pretty good. I remember it, the anime came out sometime after I stopped reading it, and I've heard really good things. However, I can like from what I've read, it's all pretty good and chill. And then they were having like this major moment at the festival. You know, every romance manga, slice of life, whatever, has the major moments in the festival. I just did not get to the end of it, and it's hard to get to the end of it when you have to kind of adjust yourself back into the middle of it, because I was just right where things were at peak and I got distracted. That is my fault. Ooh, we're so close to the end. Last final stretch of things. We're new at this. I caught up with this series around like 80 chapters in, and I had decided I'm gonna let it finish before I pick it up again, because was caught up on so many other series at the time, and it just I think it barely like starting to end right now. I have not caught up with it. It is pretty good. It got somewhat like slow near the end of like around chapter 80ish. So I will think it is pretty good. Pretty good. Not as good as Uzaki. Okay. Oh, this is another one of my spicy takes. I apologize to any fans of Watakoi, but I couldn't get into this. It's the least offensive of the D tier, but like reading this gave me a lot of like weird secondhand embarrassment type deals, because like the characters are they kind of hit those notes where you're just like, why keep on saying why to yourself over and over again, and I just could not deal with that. So I'm like, all right, I will just kind of drop this here early and save myself the pain. Wolf Children. I have read the manga that was out. I was like, you know what? A lot of people like this. This is one of my shotgun ones for this year. It was like a lot of people sing very high praises about this one. I was like, I was saving it. I'm like, you know what? Shotgun it. And then like instead of reading it, I was like, you know what? There's a manga. I will read that. And I read, and it was pretty good. This is less about romance, more about slice of life. Story about growing up, etc., etc. Two people find out their path, you know, blah blah blah. If you know the story, you know the story. Pretty good, pretty good, pretty good, pretty good, pretty good, pretty good. Boom. Ooh, it's gonna be spicy for people to see that B tier, but you know what? A high top of B. I'm fine with that. And then the last, and certainly not least. Let's see. Add a row of fill this. Wait. If this was that. I'm really bad at this. Add a row above. New. Edit. Pink. YLIA. Because absolutely no questions asked. Anyone who's been here for the last 4 years knows. Absolute favorite series of all time is Your Lie in April. Who would have guessed? No one would have guessed. I only talk about how I love this series like all the time. And if you know me, you know this was coming. I always keep it last because I just want to keep people on their toes, but this series I have I'm like my fifth. I have watched this I think 59 times. On to my 60th. Have been holding back for April because I want to rewatch the 60th time on April. This series makes me so unwell. I've read the manga. I've read Coda. I've watched the OVAs. I've read the light novel. I love this series. I have even like I even know about the musical they did in the UK where Matt Pat was the co-producer. Yes, the Matt Pat from Game Theory was the co-producer for Your Lie in April musical. Only I know, and like a couple handful of other people know about this. Only I am so unwell that I know this. The Matthew Patrick from Game Theory retired, did like the fashion show he was gonna do, and it was like, you know what I'm gonna do now that I'm free? I'm gonna produce Your Lie in April the musical, and it's just I could go so on and on and on about how amazing every character is, how silly Cowdy is, how dramatic, how intense every scene is, how perfect the musical score is. Even like the original OST, all the Chopin, even like some of the other stuff, like like people, associate Claire de Lune with a lot of other series. I associate Claire de Lune with this series the most. And then you got like Rachmaninoff, you got all of the sound design is impeccable. I could go on forever about Your Lie in April. However, I shall hold back the enclosure of my monkey bars. I need to organize S tier because 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. It is at 12. And I want it to be at 10. And the easiest way is to cut these down to the bottom. However, I don't feel like Dress Up Darling goes in A tier. I don't feel like any of these go into A tier. That is the biggest problem I'm having. Do I do it? I know it's hard because this was one of the first ones I ranked into as. Anohana is phenomenal. Okay, I have to go backward. Definitely does not edge out Nozaki. Doesn't is kind of reasonable, but I'm crazy. I want to get it to 10. I want to torture myself. Not Silver Spoon. Not Tomo-chan. Not MMO Junkie. Not Takes Two. Not Sweetness and Lightning. Not Lovely Complex. Not Horimiya. Not Bunny Girl. You know what? Nanhao Chen Feng goes into top of A. Hey, you know what? There. Okay. Now that means I need one to cut out. I need this. Let's see. Let me see. These are untouchable. Top 5 is untouchable. So it's about the bottom 6. The bottom 6. Sweetness and Lightning. The fact that I reread it this year instead of reading something new is proof it stays up. Same thing with Lovely Complex. Oof. It's gonna come down to these 3. One of these has to go, or else I'm gonna go insane. Hana Horimi. It's literally between these 2 right now. And either way, either of those 2 being an A is gonna cause a riot. Because they are phenomenal. But I do want a top 10 that is excluding Your Lie in April. Because it is not fair to compare anything to Your Lie in April, honestly. But Nozaki-kun, Silver Spoon, Tomo-chan, Recovery of an ML Junkie, It Takes Two Together 2, Sweetness and Lightning, Lovely Complex, Bunny Girl Senpai, Dress Up Darling, and let's number 10 will be Anohana. Horimiya has to go to the top of 8 here. Ooh, that's a hard list to bargain. But All right, let me come up with the 2021 followed by 22 followed by 23 followed by 24. I gotta check these tier lists to see whether I've been going crazy or not. 21 early year, I don't have much. I didn't even have a top 10 included year in April. Horimiya, top of A tier. Huh. Okay, so a lot of things did not change. However, one thing that did change was the position of things like because this series was still ongoing. The Kaguya-sama, Sweetness Lightning did jump up to me. Tomo-chan jumped up way higher and more. I realized, you know what? I think it is just that great. Same thing for Lovely Complex. Toradora B tier was criminal. I need a bonk for myself for that. I think it's just a lack of titles in order to like make a substantial middle, because a lot of these that are on the bottom should all eventually ended up in the D tier. 2022. Let's see how this turns out. Tomo-chan back up in there. MMO Junkie decided to add some more animes in order to add to the list. Love is War is still ongoing. Horimiya still at the top of A. Silver Spoon, I agree to love even more, reading it more and more. Acceptable why it goes into S tier. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7 only got into the S tier. It would have made top 10 anyways. Sheng Fang went down to 8th tier. That's understandable. Okay, I have it there this year. There's a Darling down here and Sweetness and Lightning down here is a travesty. I also thought my tier list was a bit. More things deserve to go into the D tier. It was too nice on Real Life. Too nice on these ones. They did really make me feel really weird. But overall, not that bad. 23. I think this was a funky year. Okay, I was way harder on some of this. Oh, this is the year that not married but not or whatever. Ooh, okay. I thought my other tier lists were pretty not great. Understandable. Let's take a look at the top tiers. Things haven't changed much. These two dropped down. These three dropped down. A couple things went back up. They got the recognition they deserve. Toradora as a pillar of an A tier. I was thinking, right. Bunny Girl Senpai went back up for me. Recently rewatched it. Probably the reason why. Recency effect. Same thing with Lovely Complex. But those series are phenomenal, I will say. Like, there's a reason why I went back to rewatch them. And let's see what 2024 has in store for me. I think the Sakurai, I think it is. I just finished reading, so I might have put it a bit higher than I should have. However, all these in the top kind of start repeating. Yep. Let's see. Where was Anohana? Middle of A tier, top of A tier. You know what? I think I don't feel as bad now. Actually, yeah. You know what? That's fine. Some of the Titans fell off, like Komi kind of fell off. So I am Kaguya kind of fell off. So I am fine with Anohana being as high as it is. That was a crime. I don't know what I was thinking. That being that high is also surprising. That being that is pretty understandable. I did make it like one of the gatekeepers of B tier this year, so understandable. Coppersmith's Bride being high is pretty good. My Love Story being like the middle of A is probably consistent throughout all of this. Low tiers, I was harder this year for sure on the lower tiers. It was filled with way more things because I just realized if it's not for me, I was like, but if it's for other people, you can. But I was like, nah, you know what? I'm not gonna pretend. It's not for me. I don't like it. D tier. And okay, let's see. Now that we do this, you know what? I'll just put all of, you know what? I'll put all these in bottom B tier. They were solid, but they were not criminal. Let's see. Let me just go through this one last time to see whether I made a mistake on anything, because these made me feel gross, or bored, or hateful, or spiteful. You know what? Like I just said, real life going down. I'm not gonna beat around the bush. Not my cup of tea. At least gave me a few laughs. Worse. Better. Better. There. Next. Wish they had more. Better. 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 There. These are perfectly fine. Perfectly fine. Perfectly fine. 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 This could go lower. 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 Perfect. Let's see, where was I? Fine, 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 fine. Lower. Lower here. Fine, fine, fine. Pretty good. Oh. Do I want to bring this to A tier? I might. You know what? Yep, this is going back to A tier. I don't care if the A tier is bigger than B tier. No, wait, no. They're about the same. You know what? That's fine. I'm fine. I am fine. I am not fine. I'm fine. I am fine. No, actually, this goes higher. This goes higher. About here. Nagatoro. There's a Kutsu. Did I put Kutsu in B tier? Where's the Kutsu? The Kutsu's up here. Kutsu's pretty good. Nagatoro, Angel Beat, Edge Runners made. Crazy food truck. Josie, right there. Love is War, Toradora. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. All right. I think that settles that. I think I have finished my tier list for 2025. I'll probably be saving this for next year in order to take a screenshot. Let me check how much I've been streaming, because I think I might want to go into a small side project, because I think it depends on how long this is. Let's see. It should say I've been live for a certain amount of time, but I don't know where it says that. 2 hours. You know what? Just for today, I'll go an extra hour. Yeah, I'll go an extra hour. Let me just get things ready. What tabs do I not need anymore? Don't need stuff. Let's go. You know what? Let's pause the background music, because I'm gonna. I'm gonna shift to something else. Y'all are gonna have to tell me about the noise, because I'm about to boot up a game and I don't know how loud or not it's gonna be. And while I don't want it to be too loud, I do want it to be loud enough for it to be good. Let me see. Let me get everything ready. Bada bing. Bada boom. Let me change everything from here. Switch to category. Let me change my titles and stuff. Mind wave. Done. Let me change this on YouTube as well. This is all mind wave. Category. Let's go into gaming. Mind. Save. All right. Now for this, I want my volume back. Okay. Bada bing. All right. I will turn off monitor and output so that I don't have to listen to myself anymore, because I actually do want to listen to the background music for this. Oh, that is loud. Let's bring it down a bit. Let's bring it down a bit here. Okay. Good night, Rojiku. All right. Now, with that, let's go to Mind Wave. I already played through like the story once and gotten like one of like, the dialogue trees and stuff like that. I might do the rest on another stream. I'm actually gonna experience like Shuffle for the first time, because I've only done Abby's Starlight stage and nothing else, so this is gonna be my first time playing some of these micro games or whatever, and let's see whether I sink or float into this. Probably gonna play this for like 30 to 45 minutes. I don't think I'm gonna play this for too long, but I never know. You lose time so quickly when playing this game. Let's go. Catch. Alright. Boom. Okay, some familiar ones so far. Set time. 420, let's blaze it. Ooh, that was a new one. Dial 22254.
Hello?
Drop.
Here.
Q, E. All right, I got that. Woo! Avoid. Okay, I know this one. I know this one. I know this one. Let's go. Mash, 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 mash. Fine. Oh, I'm really stuck at this one. There we go. Feed the plant plum. Speed up. Speed up. Cross. Alright, alright. Paddle. 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 Circle. Woo! Good job. Brush. Brush the hair. Ooh. Can't wait to see some of the more new ones. Exit. Okay. Okay. Catch, catch, catch. Oh. Darn. Spam, 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 spam. Grab, 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 grab. I was not ready. I don't know how I did that. Verify. The X one confused me so much. I use a ball mouse. Oh, I can't let it end this early. I need to get to at least 50. Ah. All right, let's retry. Down, up, 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 down. Okay. Come on. Ooh! Did that count? Yeah, that counted. Care, care. Water for you. Apple for you. 210. Speed up, speed up. Just a regular conversation. Five, 3, 6, 6, 9. Oh, so silly. Dodge. East 7 5. I'm not gonna be able to do this one's fast. Oh, that was felt so weird doing on the ball. Bang! Yeah. 1, 2, 3. Ooh. 2 for 1. 1, 2, 3. How did that count? Peek of parking out here. Fine. Or you. Nice. Oh, I moved at the last second and it still worked. I don't know. AWD. All right. Two, three. Oh, that felt so weird. I don't even have to stop moving my mouse. I could just keep on rolling it up. All right. Ooh, we got block-ups, pop-ups. That block. Dual. All right. Got trigger happy. You. Speed up. You need the bear. You need the water. Whew! That pop-up was actually pretty bad. Rush. Trying to get to 50. Ooh, I did it. I don't know how. Oh. YF3. Oh, I'm so bad at this. Oh, spam. This is so easy. Fine. It's far. Really bad at this. Oh, got it. 5, 3, 6. Oh, I'm so bad at this. WSD. Okay. Pop. Ooh. Beat up. Purple. Pink. Pink. And 9. Ooh, I think I did it. Yeah. Paddle. Grab. Oh. Z E C. Locking in. Circle. Oh my god. 5, 3, 6, 9. Oh, that was such a quick bird. Here, apple. Speed up. You. Catch, catch, catch. Pitch. Catch. Oh, I'm so bad at this. Got it. Oh, I don't know if I got it. Sword. Pop-ups so fast. Carry water bottle. Pop up. Grab. Pop up. Speed up. Okay. Pop up. Got it. Oh. Yeah. 90. Oh. Void. Void. You. This is so bad. So bad. Ah. Whew. Not bad for my second run, though. That's all I gotta say. I'll do one more run before stream. And I still need to take this. 3 here. One, two. Man, doing this right after, like, getting to 90 feels so, like, disorienting. Everything's so slow. I was so locked in. It's not fair. You. still wish I played the song. I might do one more run afterwards of just the story mode, just so I can listen to the song. Not gonna lie. Oh. By the way, I ended up actually backing this project in the end. I did the $15 pledge so that I get the game also. Might as well. Yeah. Like, I enjoy this game a lot for already it is, and only a handful of micro games as well. Like, once it's the full-fledged experience, I'm probably gonna have so much fun with this. Plus, now that they're gonna have, like, modding, the game is gonna go crazy. So I was just like, might as well, you know, I'm gonna buy the game later. Wait. Oh. I was like, might as well. Oh, it gives me so many tries. I'm so goated. There's so much potential in this game. Give me a nom. Do you put crushed red chili flakes into your spaghetti like I do? It was called back to earlier in the stream where we're comparing main characters to types of spaghetti, and the spicy one I was like, all right, because I like to put crushed red pepper flakes into my spaghetti. But right now, the tier list is over. I'm doing some mind wave to cool off a bit since I rambled on for like literally 2 hours. Oh, you do have to try it. I love crushed red pepper flakes and spaghetti. Yeah, that's why I was like, this stream has been hostified from here and back. Because for some reason we went off topic to speak to different types of pastas describing different main characters. And even in the second part of the stream, it's pasta theme's just not gonna die. Oh, I got it in the last second. 5, 3, 6, 6, 9. Nope. Oh, I did see the bottom one. This is the one I struggle the most on. I don't know why. Speed up. Okay, at least I got a 50. I'm glad to get at least Oh, I'm just making dumb mistake after dumb mistake. You. All right, that's pretty good. I need to catch up on Daima. Fuck! Oh, that was such a visceral reaction. Oh, you waste. Got you. Ooh. Spam, spam. Okay. 62. How did that count? I don't get it. Bird, 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 bird. Oh my god. I'm so goated. Oh god. Oh no. Whew. Okay. This one's so cheating with my ball mouse. Oh, it's combo. Oh, I died twice in a... Oh my god. I just got comboed. Alright. I'm just gonna probably do, one repeat of the story, missions, because, I just want to listen to the song, quite frankly, and then I'm probably gonna stop stream here after this. Use enter the available elevator. And then existential crisis mode. And then on the opposite elevator, it was... Don't give up yet. Oh, it's so hard to cool down after getting that fast. Like, I'm so locked in for no reason. Oh, Abby is absolutely adorable and silly. Like, easily the best standout character out here. Oh, everything is level up, speed up. Boom, 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 boom. water bottle. Get rid of some of the pop-ups. And you. Whoa, that was fake out. Spam. Oof. Nice. Ooh, I think I got this without even losing a single life. It's, to be fair, I've only done this like twice before, but I think all that practice during the endless mode actually really helped. Oh. Oh, come on. No, I jinxed it. This was like the easiest thing to do. I think I've just become impatient. Oh, oof. I swear the last two times I didn't lose any lives on this part. Ooped. Oh, now that I know it's a rhythm, it's messing me up. Now that I know it's a rhythm. I was like, oh, there's a rhythm. Oh no, there's a rhythm. Oh, I can't believe this. I can't believe this. I'm not gonna let it end like this. I'm gonna have to do this all over. This is so embarrassing. I totally didn't want to listen to the song again. I really just kind of suck. Oh, I'm tired. Don't give up yet. I'm so glad that one doesn't instantly KO you. I would have been so embarrassed. I don't have Osu skills. That's the problem. I brute forced that. I use muscle memory. I used to use muscle memory for that too, but then I realized there's a rhythm, and that really threw me off. doom, 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 doom. All right, I'm locked in. I'm locked in. I'm locked in. I locked out, but I'm locked in. I'm locked in. She go blip. I was about to miss it, but then I was like, you know what? You know what? I have the you bastard. Spam. Easy. Easy shmoneys. Catch. 1, 2, 3. Oh my god, Abby's so silly. Do 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 do. No rhythm. No! Oh, I thought it was gooped. I had a comeback. I thought it was gooped. I threw. No rhythm. There's no rhythm. There's no rhythm. There's no rhythm. There's no rhythm. Oh, okay, no rhythm. No rhythm. Woo! Just boing boing. Oh, all right. No! No! Why did they have to show us one of the best characters in the game in the demo and just show us that? My heart broken. I don't feel good. I don't feel congratulated. I want to play the rest of the game, but like, come on, it's peak. Though if they do have like another punk character, that would probably be a really good song. Okay. Now that we got to experience the song twice because of my little mishap, I think this is where I'm actually gonna call it. As you saw in the last one, even though it was supposed to be so easy, I really just kind of dropped the ball. But yeah, I backed this game, so it's like the first time I've ever backed any game, honestly. But this demo was just so phenomenal. I was like, I'm willing to spend $15 now, so I don't have to spend money later for a game I know I'm already gonna buy. But you know what? I don't think I actually ever properly watched the beginning of this, so uh, we'll share this experience together because I think I always pressed spacebar way too quickly because of these warnings. Ooh, mind wave. So, all right. With that said, I think I'm gonna hop off now. I have no idea when next stream is, but probably gonna be. Good night for now, everyone. Let me just put up a song to end this on, cause might as well as do it right now. I will put this one. All right, that's. I'll have that be my exit song, just cause. Less than 3. All right. Thank you for joining me this Friday for our tier list that we do every year. 5th year that we have done this. Can't believe I've been doing it for this long already. Hopping to VC after. I'm probably gonna go munch first. I need to still munch and like stuff, but maybe a little bit after that. But thank you all for joining for that tier list. Thank you for joining for Mindwave. You're still here. I appreciate you. And I hope everyone enjoys this Friday. See you when I see you.